mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday.
All right, you guys, so let's talk about how to prepare for the fourth quarter of this season, which is October, November, and December, the busiest months of retail. And if you're anything like me, I love those months. I absolutely love Christmas time, and I love spending time with my family. And it kind of sucks when you've got to work. And I've kind of just came to the realization that I'm always gonna have to work on Thanksgiving. I actually don't work on Thanksgiving a lot. I usually have everything planned out so I don't have to work on Thanksgiving, but I know like I can never really travel for Thanksgiving because of Black Friday, and I haven't traveled for Thanksgiving in a while, so I doubt I'll ever really do that just because Black Friday is the next day. But for Christmas I always travel, and obviously that's a very busy time as well, especially with a storefront, and it's scary to leave your storefront regardless, especially on like Christmas Eve and stuff like that. A lot of storefronts obviously aren't open on Christmas Eve, but mine is because I'm in the mall. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I usually like to prepare for the holiday season, and just different ways that you can get prepared for this holiday season, and basically be able to be really successful, but also have a really great time with your friends and family and not be able to stress too much. Here we go. The first thing that I am doing to get prepared for the holiday season, which I usually always do around this time of year, is obviously plan. But I'm not just talking like, oh, for Black Friday, I'm gonna do 20% off my whole entire site, and you know, I'm gonna bring in this or that. You really have to plan ahead as far as marketing goes, sales numbers, products you're bringing in, and really just like narrow down the day-to-day goals for yourself. So I'm gonna suggest a book for you guys, because this is personally what I'm doing, and if you want more of an insight on this, I can like make a whole separate video about this, but I am doing the 12-week year. The 12-week year is a book that I read like, oh gosh, like years ago now, and it has honestly changed my life, because if you realize how productive you can be, and how like kind of like we waste like so much time like doing little things that don't need to be done, and just like procrastinating and stuff, you would be really surprised what you can accomplish in 12 weeks. So basically what the book says is that typically people have goals that they set over 12 months, right? So it's January 1st and you're like, hey, like I'm gonna get these 12 things, or these 5 goals, or whatever, however many goals you have, accomplished this year, and I'm gonna give myself to the end of the year, and by the end of the year I wanna accomplish all these goals. But basically what ends up happening is that we have so much time to get those goals done that we end up pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off, and then you get to a time at the end of the year where you're like, crap, I didn't get any of that stuff done, and now there's like not enough time. So what you want to do is take those same exact goals, the same goals that you think that you could accomplish in a year. Like literally think right now, like where do you want to be in 1 year from now? In 1 year, what are the goals that you want to accomplish? And go ahead and write all of those goals down. And then instead of accomplishing all those goals in 1 year, you're gonna accomplish all of those goals in 12 weeks. So essentially what the book teaches you is that you can accomplish just as much in 12 weeks as you can in 12 months. So what you would typically do in a month, you're supposed to accomplish in a week. What you would typically accomplish in a week, you're supposed to accomplish in 1 day. And it sounds really crazy, but you guys, I've done this before, and there's like, obviously this book is a really popular book, and there's also really, really great YouTube videos about it too. So if you literally just look up 12-week year, go ahead and like look that up, and so many people have amazing videos on it. It's crazy what you can do. So I decided that I'm gonna be doing the 12-week year, basically starting right now, and I wrote down all of my goals, and there's about 14 weeks left in the year, but I am doing obviously just the 12 because that's the whole purpose of it, and also the last like 2 weeks of December are more like you know, just holidays and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of gonna take that off. But between now and then, I have really high goals for myself personally and business wise. And so a lot of them obviously tie into my business because my business is my life. So I wanted to share that with you guys, and I won't be sharing all of my goals like exactly because a lot of them are really personal to me, and like all of those, the tasks that I want to be like accomplishing and stuff like that, they are personal, but I will share that obviously like I have a sales goal for the boutique. Again, not sharing that exact sales goal, but I have a sales goal that I want to hit by the end of the year. So what I would suggest to do to you is to kind of figure out what that sales goal is that you want to hit by the end of the year. Or if you don't have a boutique yet and you're like, okay, maybe like I want to actually launch this before the end of the year, just write down like what goal you have for the end of the year. And it's probably going to be multiple goals, right? It might be a sales goal. It might be, you know, also like personal goals and stuff like that. For me at the store, like with the store, it's mostly going to be focused on a sales number. But there's so much more that goes into just a sales number. So I basically said, this is what I want to accomplish by the end of the year, but how do you get to that? And it's really about the actions that you take to get to the goal. Because if you're doing the actions and doing the actions and doing the actions, like eventually you're gonna get to your goal, or at least a lot closer than you were before. So essentially some of the things that I am going to be doing to hit this sales goal by the end of the year is I'm gonna be posting on Instagram way more. I basically post right now maybe like 1 reel a day on Instagram on our stores page. I'm gonna be upping that to like 5 posts a day. So whether they're photos or video or reels, I'm gonna be doing 5 posts a day. And this is obviously just a goal of mine. So obviously if you see my Instagram and I haven't been doing it, shame on me, but I'm really gonna try to do that and really hone in on getting our Instagram content out there. And that's not to say that I'm just gonna post like junk, like, you know, a ton of like just like bad quality stuff. It's gonna be like good quality stuff, but I just I want to put in focus on that because I know I should be posting more on there, and then just like engaging in accounts as well. So but you do have to set like numeric or like measurable goals for yourself. So that's why I said 5 posts a day. And then another thing I'm gonna be trying my freaking hardest to do, no, not try, I'm going to do is send out an email a day, which to a lot of customers, that might seem really annoying, but I mean, you guys, you get so many freaking emails a day anyways, like what the heck? And for me as a consumer, if I do see a subject line that catches my eye, like I will click on it. So I am trying to kind of hone in on our email marketing just a little bit more because it is something that I feel like could really help us out. So maybe if it's not every single day, like 5 times a week. I'll say 5 times a week because I probably won't do it on like I will do it on the weekends, but you know, 5 out of the 7 days will be probably what I'm gonna end up doing. So those are the 2 like things that I want to focus on for the store. Also posting on our Facebook page more often. I said 10 times a day. Again, you don't want to overkill it with like bad content or anything like that, but I am trying to post on our Facebook page more because we do run Facebook ads, and I know posting more kind of like helps us out just a little bit. And then going live like 4 times monthly, whether that's literally a 5-minute live of me showing new earrings that came in, or like a 2-hour live of me doing like clearance items or whatever. I will be going live and doing live sales more because that does help our sales numbers as well. But that's just one part of it, because obviously like you can do those things, but you do need to still plan ahead for like, that can happen any time of the year, right? I'm just sharing that because I feel like we are heading towards the end of the year, and I hate the feeling, I don't know about you guys, but I hate the feeling when it's like New Year's Eve and you're like, I'm so excited for a new year because I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z because I didn't do it this year. And I just like, I really just want to have that sense of accomplishment on New Year's Eve, like so bad that like, I'm so excited for this year to, you know, grow as a person and to like, have a few new goals, but I'm so proud of where I came from this year. And I honestly could say that I am pretty proud of how much I accomplished in the past year for sure, especially when I look back to like a year ago today. I'm so freaking proud. But I just have really high goals for myself, and I really just want to feel accomplished and great. So that is why I share those. But again, you can kind of do that 12-week year thing like any time of the year. But I definitely will be doing a daily tracker and trying to track those things. So in order to kind of hit those goals by the end of the year, you have to make them measurable goals. So be sure that if you have like a number in mind, so like let's just say you want to hit $100,000 for this year by the end of the year, what you're gonna have to do is see like where you are at now in your sales, and let's just say you're only at 50,000. You're like, shoot, I need to make $50,000 in sales in the next 4 months or in the next 3 months. Like, it is possible to grow your business and to do that. And so what you have to do is break it down. Your goals, especially sales goals, do not work unless you break them down by monthly, weekly, and daily, and sometimes even like hourly, or like by like promotion that you do and stuff like that. So if you know that let's just say for easy math purposes for me, you want to do 60,000 more by the end of the year. So you have to do 20,000 in October, 20,000 in November, and 20,000 in December. So if you're just kind of making it easy on yourself, maybe you want to like add 5,000 more to like November and 5,000 less in October or something like that. But anyways, let's just say you have to do $20,000 a month. Well, then you have to break that down and say, okay, well, what do I have to do every week in that month? So if you're wanting to do $20,000 a month and there's 4 weeks in a month, essentially you have to do $5,000 a week. And so $5,000 a week, now what is that per day? I just did like rough math, but you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you break it down by weekly and daily, and adjust from whatever you're doing. Like try and like adjust to see like what will kind of like work for you. Okay, so one of my favorite like retail formulas, I freaking love this one, is you want to take your like daily visitors to your website and your conversion rate, and then you also need to figure out your average order value. So let's just say that your average order value is $100 and you have 100 visitors to your website every day, and your conversion rate is 2%. Conversion rate just means that for every like 100 customers that come to your website, how many people will buy. So 2 people out of the 100 will buy, which sounds really low, but that is the average rate for the industry. It's 2%, and mine's been around 2% for a while too. Because you're gonna have a ton of people clicking on your website and not actually buying anything. So anyways, you're gonna take those 3 little metrics you got there, and you're just gonna say, okay, so every 100 people that visit my website, 2 of them are gonna buy. So now if your average order value is $100, you're gonna make $200 off of those 2 people. So then if you say, okay, well right now I'm only getting 100 visitors to my website a day, well then you're you're most likely gonna make around $200 a day. So you have to figure out from there either how to raise your conversion rate, how to raise your average order value, or how to raise the amount of people that go to your website. There's 3 things that you can do in order to get those things to happen. So now let's just say that you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna post a ton more, and now you're getting 200 people to your website every single day. Well, now 4 of those people are most likely going to convert, and that's 4 people spending $100 on your website. Now you're gonna do $400 a day. But let's just say that somehow you figured out to make your average order value $200 instead of $100. Now those 200 people that are visiting, the 2%, the 4 people who are purchasing something, are going to spend an average of $200, and now that's going to be $800 that you are going to be making every single day. So it is simple math. You just kind of have to figure out how to do that. You can also raise your average, or you could also raise your conversion rate by making your website easier to navigate, making your pictures look better, you know, giving things like coupon codes and stuff like on the website as they pop up. I don't know, stuff like that you can do. So besides for doing that, With the big holidays coming up, you really need to figure out what you're gonna do for Black Friday. Everyone's gonna expect you to have a Black Friday sale. Just do it. It's fun. And also do something for Small Business Saturday as well. Also, the Boutique Hub has something called Pink Friday, and Pink Friday is going to be the Friday before Black Friday, and it's basically to encourage people to shop small businesses before they shop with the big box stores on Black Friday. So if that's something you want to participate in, I don't know, a lot of boutique owners do it. And that is something fun that you can do as well. But let's just focus on Black Friday for right now. Typically I run the same sale on Black Friday as I do on Small Business Saturday, as I do on Cyber Monday. Like I kind of just run it throughout like Thursday night. I found that Thursday night, like on Thanksgiving Eve, or not Thanksgiving Eve, on Thanksgiving that night, I usually launch my sale around 8 o'clock, and that usually gets people shopping that day and that night because they are done with dinner. All the family's just kind of sitting around, everyone's on their phones. That's just the reality of what it is, and they are looking for the first Black Friday deals, and if they see that you're doing a sale, there you go. I also have some really good Black Friday tips as well, so if you want like a whole Black Friday video, I got you. But I usually run that sale through there. I also usually do doorbusters, so you're going to have to figure out, if you want to do doorbusters, you need to order them now. You have to figure out what they're going to be, and you have to, even if you don't order them right now, if you can find something that's kind of like ready to ship like closer to the time, if you want to like not spend the money right now, you gotta just like keep your eye out for really great deals. Zanana always has really great deals. You can find them on Fashion Go. They have like really cheap prices, and the quality is pretty good on most of their stuff too. A lot of people really like it. I just have trouble selling it because they come in packs of 1, 1, 2, 2, and I don't sell a lot of large and extra large, so I get stuck with a lot of leftovers. Plus their stuff runs kind of big. But anyway, that's a personal problem. Their stuff is great. So just kind of things like that. You can kind of like look like leggings and things like that for like little doorbusters and stuff like that. So start thinking now and like having that plan now. And that way in October, you can shoot the items. You can start creating the marketing plan, like the marketing emails, texts. You can like schedule Facebook posts out. You can do all that stuff earlier, so that way when the week of Thanksgiving comes around, you could focus on wearing your cute outfits and doing Friendsgiving and preparing for Thanksgiving and stuff like that, and not be as stressed out about Black Friday. And the same thing goes for Christmas too. Kind of have a plan of like what you're gonna do. Like if your store is closed down, if you have like a brick and mortar store, if it's closed down on Christmas Eve and Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff, have a plan now for what those deals are that you're gonna run while your store is closed and like while people are shopping online those days. It is really helpful, especially when, again, everyone's life is crazy during the holidays, so you don't want to have to be like, like I have no idea what the heck I'm doing for like the week of Christmas. Like, do I have a 12 days of Christmas thing like planned or anything like that? Like, I don't know what to do. You have to plan it now. So that way you can start buying the stuff, you can start shooting the stuff, you can start the marketing materials. So that way, when Christmas comes around, you will be in more of a peaceful mindset and you could actually enjoy the holiday, because I think that's really important. So anyways, those are kind of my tips. Really just have a plan, be prepared, know what your deals are gonna be, know what the products are gonna be. If you have any events coming up, like plan it now and just like get ahead for the season. So a lot of those tips kind of will help all year round, but I really hope that those tips help you as you go into the holiday season. We have got this. The fourth quarter starts soon. It technically starts October 1st. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited, and I hope you guys absolutely kill it. And I hope if you haven't started your boutique and you're thinking about it, just shoot for the stars and do it. Like, you might as well do it right now before the busiest time of the year. And if you guys ever need any more help, I am here. I do offer personal coaching, and I also have ebooks that I literally have put my heart and soul into. Like I literally just spill all the tea in those ebooks. So I have them linked as always in the description and have coaching linked in the description, and I would love to help you guys out as well. So good luck, and be sure to subscribe if you loved the info I gave you today. Bye guys.